Since 2015, Michelle's Sanctuary has offered a safe place to land at the day's end. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe so you can easily return to the story should you drift off before the end. If you have a story suggestion, share it in the comments. The Sanctuary is yours as much as it is mine, and I love bringing your dreams to life. Tonight, let your cares melt away as you journey to Sleepy Pines Hollow, a peaceful town where winter's quiet beauty invites deep rest. You are listening to Cozy Night at Brimstone Haven, a relaxing tale inspired by my recent trip with family and friends to a retired horse farm. Escape to this magical place, or the icy glaze of rolling, snowy pastures shimmer beneath a full moon. A private road guides you to this remote property where the only sound breaking the stillness is the persistent crackle of the frozen earth. You may choose to travel with whomever you like as you find comfort in an A-frame cabin with open spaces, cozy nooks, and a glowing fire. Enjoy a quiet walk to the barn where the spirit of this former horse haven lingers in the air. Spend the evening however you choose, curled up with a book, playing games with loved ones, or wrapped in a cozy blanket, watching the embers glow. This is your winter sanctuary, a place of warmth, nostalgia, and deep rest. So settle in and prepare for the perfect night. It's time to dream away. Welcome to Michelle's Sanctuary, where you are free to let go of the day and drift into an imaginary, comforting world crafted just for you. I'm Michelle, your guide on this dreamy journey. Think of my voice as that of a longtime encouraging friend. This is your sacred pause as you set the tone for your dreaming life. It brings a moment to feel held by the comforting words of this practice and to find safety and bliss within the sanctuary of your mind. Fall asleep whenever you desire and change any details as we go to suit your best interests. Now shift your attention to your breath, helping it to slow and deepen as you settle. Open your mouth and let out a dramatic sigh, inviting your nervous system to stand down and find ease. Breathe in through your nose, drawing in a sense of coziness and calm, as though you're breathing in the crisp, wintry air of a snow-dusted landscape. Yawn and then sigh audibly as you exhale, imagining any lingering tension dissolving like lacy frost melting beneath the morning sun. The chill of winter is Mother Nature's invitation to slow down, to turn inward, and to embrace rest. No matter what modern times demand of us, we have the right to decline, to pause, and to find refuge in warmth and stillness. This is a season for hibernation, for curling up in cozy spaces, for allowing ourselves to simply be. So with each breath, allow yourself to settle deeper into this moment, into the sacred act of rest. Continue to inhale, perhaps yawn and sigh at your own pace as I count you down. 5. Attune yourself to a feeling of hunkering down and hibernating in the sanctuary of your room. 4. Your next inhalation brings a slate as clean and clear as a frozen glacial lake where you are free to imagine comforting settings. 3. Find an easing in this moment as you sigh, instantly soothed by the timeless comfort of a glowing fire and pristine starry sky. 2. Your muscles relax, softening and becoming heavier as they surrender to the support and softness of this night. 1. Feeling safe and sound, one last yawn leads to a sigh that prepares you to explore the magic of Brimstone Haven. Ease your breath back to an easy, sleepy rhythm. It's time for the story to begin. Since the 19th century, Sleepy Pines Hollow has been a quiet hamlet and refuge for those escaping the bustle of industrialized living, a landscape renowned for horse farms where New York City's finest carriage horses were raised before heading to the chaotic streets of Manhattan. It now serves as a quiet getaway, nestled in the protective embrace of the Shawangunk and Catskill Mountains. Though the world has changed, the land remains much the same, its open fields stretching wide beneath an endless sky, its barns still echoing with the stories of its origins. Many horse sanctuaries and farms remain, but the quiet valley is also home to many temples and resorts, offering a meditative landscape where the stars seem to shine brighter at night. A postcard-worthy winding road offers a sense of timelessness. It's just as easy to imagine traveling by horse and carriage through the storied region. With no need to rush, visitors linger to observe the abundant deer in winter and the occasional bear once winter's grip has softened. You take this winter sojourn through Sleepy Pines Hollow, traveling past sleepy farms and historic stone houses. The temperature hovers just above the teens, and the world outside glistens under a mesmerizing sheet of ice. A premature taste of spring had softened the snow just days ago, but a sudden cold snap transformed the landscape into a glassy wonderland. Rolling hills shimmer like moonstone in frozen waves. The untouched fields reflect the warm glow of the late afternoon sun, which dances across the snow in glittering shards, its beauty magnified by the deep chill. Every surface catches the light, and for a moment, the world feels alive with the magic of winter's embrace. The barren trees, skeletal and reaching, reveal vistas often hidden in the lushness of summer. In quiet vineyards, icicles dangle like delicate bells from dormant vines, and age-old farmhouses stand silent and resilient. The stillness of the world outside seems to hold its breath, as though waiting for something to happen, yet nothing disturbs the perfect quiet. As you drive, the warmth of your car and heated seat contrast the crisp cold outside, making each mile a comforting passage. You feel grateful for the ease of travel on the clear roads as a favorite song plays on the car's speakers. Perhaps you travel with a faithful pup curled up in the passenger seat, their companionship adding to the peace of the journey. Or maybe an old friend sits beside you, wrapped in easy conversation. Or perhaps a few loved ones come on this journey, souls you've longed to reconnect with, the miles bringing you closer in more ways than one. This journey is one of your design, and you've invited all who may help you reconnect with parts you may have missed about yourself, as well as your favorite memories as new ones unfold. Brimstone Road leads you further from the quaint village and deeper into a landscape where time slows and the world softens. Horses peek out of stables, basking in the intense white gold sunlight that rebelliously melts the snow, defying the frigid air and below freezing temperatures. You pass stone cottages and sprawling estates where lights twinkle in windows and the faint scent of wood smoke drifts on the breeze, traveling in spirals toward the crystal blue sky. Even with great attention, it's too easy to accidentally pass the private road that leads to Brimstone Haven, a snow-dusted sign that hangs from twine above a wooden swing that dangles from a tree is the only marker to guide you. As the car turns down the pebbled lane, the tires crunch over the ice, its delicate, doily-like beauty cracking beneath its weight. After a few winding turns over icy puddles, Brimstone Haven comes into view. A 3-story A-frame farmhouse that is as white as the snow glows in the lush orange gold and scarlet rays of a lowering sun. The light dances on the wraparound deck, reflecting off frozen patches and casting long shadows across the glossy white earth. The house, with its steep roof and wide welcoming windows, radiates warmth. The windows reflect the dying light of the sunset, glowing softly like the embers of a fire, offering the promise of comfort within. A crimson-red barn stands in the near distance, just beyond the house, the brightest pop of color in a landscape of shimmering white. As you come into the driveway and park, the sun filters through the trees and warms your face, casting finger-like shadows from the leafless branches. You step out into the cold, your breath rising in silvery white clouds as you are welcomed in the stillness. Without wind, the air is refreshing, but not biting, and the quiet sharpness of winter settles into your lungs. The icy snow crunches beneath your feet. As you unload the car, you feel a sense of ease here with each step, finding your balance with grace. Your intuition becomes sharper in the winter chill, as every movement requires a bit of concentration. It feels so nice to be someplace new, a blank canvas for memories and new experiences as you leave your worries behind. This is your winter retreat, a place to warm yourself by the fire, linger over a slow meal, or take a moonlit walk through the snow-draped fields. This storybook setting shines in each season, but frigid days like this bring an invitation to rest, to hibernate, to simply be. Days like this relieve you of any pressure to be productive or overdo it. Every moment of your escape is a chance to savor the peace of this sanctuary where the world can slip away and you can focus on quality time spent with yourself and whomever you bring along. Unpacking the car brings a mixture of relief and eagerness. After the drive, it feels good to stretch your arms and legs. Every item was packed with a joyful anticipation of how the time here may unfold. You can feel the contentment of a new adventure bubbling up as you gather bags of food and your belongings. With careful steps, you lead the way up the path, avoiding patches of ice. Your travel mates are close behind, each of you balancing the task of carrying bags and making sure none of you slip on the slick, frozen ground. There's a shared sense of wonder in the air as you approach the A-frame, knowing that this retreat will be unlike any other. Once you reach the door, you open it and feel the burst of warmth come towards you like warm fingers wrapping around you and inviting you in with a comforting hug. The immediate contrast makes winter feel a world away. The home is so spacious, open and airy that it gives a sense of still being outside and connected with nature. The main room of the A-frame glows with the last rays of sunlight, casting a luxurious golden hue through the 4 sliding glass doors and triangular windows above. The light is rich and honeyed and almost too toasty to take in. The windows have clean lines and are without coverings to frame the outside world. You remove your boots and place them on a rack in the mudroom, hanging your heavy parka on an antique coat tree in the corner. Your feet feel warm against the sun-drenched wooden floors. The polished wood boards creak softly with each step as you explore and smile at the beauty of this home. Its heartwarming comfort settles deep in your bones as you notice the kind touches left by its owner, from handwritten notes to small baskets of treats and toiletries. Your companions unpack the groceries and encourage you to settle upstairs. You take a deep breath and begin the ascent up the white stairs to the loft. As you climb, you feel that recurring sense of contentment, knowing that this space is yours for the night. The decor is modern yet elegant, a tasteful blend of comfort and style. Old wooden crates have been cleverly transformed into rustic shelves on the walls, holding vases with dried flowers, candles, and small decorative objects. There's an effortlessly chic vibe to it all. At the top of the stairs, you find a cozy reading nook next to an antique desk, perfectly positioned to overlook the living room below and the windows peering out on the snowy world. Piles of velvety floor cushions and oversized corduroy beanbag chairs in the loft fill two corners to form a welcoming bed of pillows where you can curl up with a novel or take a winter's nap. A hammock chair hangs from the slanted ceiling, and there is no shortage of plush ivory and earth-toned blankets. French doors lead to the main bedroom, and the space is so expansive it feels like a dance studio with its gleaming wooden floors and framed mirrors. Skylights above allow a view of the transition from saturated sunset hues into the deep, soothing blues of night. Already, you notice the moon is rising. The ceilings are lofty and high, and the low-to-ground king-sized bed is surrounded by a fluffy beige rug. The room exudes a rustic chic atmosphere with soft neutral tones and touches of natural wood and terracotta planters with snake plants and a palmetto tree. You unpack your things and settle into the room, the feeling of relaxation creeping over you as you explore every corner. The bathroom, just off to the side, features a black and white clawfoot soaking tub with a panoramic view of the mountains and rolling fields where horses once roamed. After you've settled in and changed into comfortable loungewear, you wash your face, refreshing yourself for a relaxing night in. It feels like a reset, a chance to leave the travel behind. Descending the stairs, you feel the shift in the atmosphere as the house begins to embrace the evening. You fill the wood stove with splintering dry wood, the crackle of the fire soon filling the space. The cold air outside has now crept into the open space with an innocuous draft quickly replaced by the hot air of the fire. The familiar voices of your travel companions fill the air as you move together in the kitchen, each of you participating in the steady, soothing rhythm of preparing dinner. The industrial chic kitchen is bathed in the soft, golden glow of lights suspended in bubble-shaped sconces with Edison bulbs. As dinner sizzles in cast iron pans, filling the kitchen with rich, savory aromas, you step over to a vintage 1980s stereo console, seamlessly upgraded with a modern mixer. With a satisfying swipe, you cue up your favorite playlist for chilling out, the warm tones of music weaving into the cozy atmosphere of the evening. The kitchen is alive with the sounds of cooking, laughter, and music. Outside, the sky has darkened into a rich blue-black canvas, and the stars begin to twinkle in a crystal-clear sky. Through the wall of windows and skylights, nights like these allow a million stars to be seen in the vastness of space. Inside, the fire glows with a lush marigold light as shadows dance across the hardwood floors and fluffy area rugs. You settle into the moment, knowing that this peaceful evening has just begun. Every detail, the warmth of the fire, the familiar loving voices engaged in conversation, the delicious smells, feels like the perfect reminder of the joy of being here together in this tranquil, beautiful place. You set the rustic farmhouse table, a unique piece fashioned out of an antique door. It's amazing to feel perfectly at home in a place you'd never seen until hours ago. As you arrange the cobalt blue dishware on rattan placemats, you marvel at how the vibrant colors pop against the rustic textures of the table. The house feels alive, colorful, and homey. It actually feels like you've stepped into the pages of an architectural digest spread to try on a different life for a while, stepping into a story that resonates with tranquil elegance. The moon rises high, casting its ethereal light through the triangular skylights above as you settle in for dinner. Meals rarely last for hours, but on this special night, conversations flow and you lose track of time. Each bite of the meal nourishes and satiates you, as easy conversation drifts like the soft crackle of the logs in the wood stove. You savor these simple pleasures, the sound of laughter, the soft glow of candlelight, and the warmth of the food shared with loved ones. It's a moment to feel grounded in the present, yet connected to something bigger, as a sense of timelessness fills the room. After dinner, you clean up together. There's something satisfying in the rhythm of working as a team. The clink of dishes and the friendly chatter. The scent of wood burning fills the air as the heat from the stove continues to warm the room. You and your companions share quiet smiles, comfortable in the ease of being together. Once finished, curiosity and wonder inspire a nighttime walk to the barn and stables. You bundle up in layers, adding a cable-knit sweater beneath your parka. You slip on gloves and wrap a heavy scarf tightly around your neck. The icy path is glistening underfoot, each step crunching softly on the frozen ground. A brave companion goes first, stamping their boots into the snow, making tracks for you to follow. At times, you glide effortlessly across the ice, the surface smooth and slick like a frozen pond. You laugh as you balance yourself carefully, taking turns, gliding and walking, your breath visible with each chuckle. The sound of cracking ice punctuates the stillness. The barn looms ahead, standing proud against the dark sky. Its crimson-red paint glowing softly under the moonlight. The stables, though empty now, give glimpses of the history of the horses that once called them home. The smell of hay, old and sweet, lingers in the dwelling. You ascend the creaking wooden stairs to a storage loft space and stare down at your companions and the glossy cherry wood stable doors. You pause for a moment, sensing the weight of the past. The days when horses ran freely across the land, vital to the livelihood of those who needed them long before automobiles. Without questioning it, you tune into the energy of these stables. You can feel the untamed spirit of horses that remains in these walls, basking in moonlight. In the dreamy light, you can see the horses running through the rolling hills, and you smile as you imagine all the stories this land could tell. Despite the biting cold, there's a warmth in your heart that spreads throughout your body on the moonlit walk back to the A-frame. When you return to the house, you find the fire has burned into embers, and you add a few more dry, splintered logs that soon catch. Tasks are divvied up once again. Someone lights the candles. Someone else begins to prepare a soothing nightcap, and another sets up a game for the evening. You all gather around the fire, settling into the plush sofa and overstuffed chairs, sharing stories, laughing together, relishing the comfort of being in each other's company. The house feels full, not just with warmth and light, but with love and a sense of camaraderie that fills the space. You feel the pull of sleepiness, and so do your companions. Conversation slows, and if everyone were to stay put, sleep would surely take hold. But slowly, with tired smiles, everyone heads to their rooms. You climb the white stairs to the loft and indulge in a steaming bath in the clawfoot tub. You lean your head back onto the thick, round sill, letting the warmth of the water loosen the tension from the cold that lingers in your body. Through the windows overhead, you can see the night sky, a deep indigo blue freckled with stars. The moon glows softly, casting its light over the slick snow-covered fields. You soak in the peace of the moment, letting your thoughts drift as your body relaxes. The night outside is still and quiet, the kind of silence that feels sacred in this frozen world. The only sound is the occasional clank of the heating system coming on. When you finally step out of the tub, your skin tingles from the warmth, and the soft cotton of your sleepwear feels delicate against your skin. You make your way back to the bed and lower yourself atop the plush pillow-top mattress with half a dozen pillows scattered about. Beneath the heavy duvet, you welcome the waves of slumber that beckon to you. Your eyelids become so heavy, they betray your attempts to peer at the moon one last time, ineffectively fighting off sleep like a wonder-filled kid. Your eyelids fall upon your eyes like heavy drapes. The comforts of Brimstone Haven avail themselves to you, a winter sanctuary of deep, restorative rest. Finding peace, finding joy, finding serenity, finding sleep. It's time to dream away. Good night.